Good day everyone. I am Joerichelle Alingog. Today I will continue the report of Group 1 from the previous day. Today we'll discuss my topic checklist and rating error. Checklist. The checklist is another popular method for recording the result of observations. This type of rating skill present a number of phrases descriptive of varying degrees of a trait or characteristic. It is sometimes called a descriptive rating skill, wherein the rater or teacher check the phrases that describe the behavior of a student being observed. Checklist is the written list of performance criteria. As a pupil's performance is observed or product judged, the scorer determines whether the performance or the product meets each performance criterion. The following example of some item which can be included in the checklist of student behavior during classroom discussion. Another example, unsatisfactory item in a word. A student's individual score on the checklist may simply be the number of items checked or not checked, or as a standard for an acceptable product may be established if some elements of the checklist are more important than others. Differential weight can be applied. A range of 3 possible values can probably suffice. Checklists can be used in assessing the following. First, which instructional objective or skill have been met or mastered. Second, student interests, hobbies, problems, preferred reading materials, radio and television programs, and the like. Third, student behavior in a variety of settings, especially behavior problems. Fourth, conformity to prescribed sequence of step in task performance and student product. Ginagamit din daw ang checklist para ma-access o para makita yung mga nasa bullet. Sa first bullet, ibig sabihin kung na-achieve ba yung learning objective or instructional objective. I-check mo kung nasunod ba yung nakalagay sa checklist mo. For example, ang nakalagay sa checklist mo is the student can be calculate, mga ganon. Kapag na-calculate naman nila, edi check. Kaya na-achieve nila yon. Ito naman about sa student. Ang nakalagay sa checklist mo, for example, ang hobbies ng student ay watching video, YouTube, mga ganon, or TikTok, or preferred reading materials kung ito ba ay naka-print or naka-soft copy or mga nasa cellphone ganon. Dito naman sa behavior problem. Ito naman yung nararanasan mo na problem, mga student problem, ganun. Let's move on the rating errors. Rating errors, despite the numerous advantages associated with the use of rating skills, there are different kind of error in their application page 2003. Rating error in judgment that occur in a systematic manner when an individual observe and evaluate another. Personal perception and biases may influence how we evaluate an individual performance. Ambiguity, the tendency to have different rater interpret rating terms in different ways. Dito naman sa ambiguity, dito naman hindi siya clear, parang bias siya. Kasi yung word na isa, has two or more meaning. Example, bahala na. Kasi pwede siya maging negative or positive. Leniency, the tendency to rate or evaluate favorably those who they know who higher than they should. This kind of error is greatest when the rater must face the rate with the results. Sa leniency naman, the tendency to evaluate all people has outstanding and to give inflated rating rather than true assessment of performance. Central tendency: the reluctance to give extreme rating. Some raters are reluctant to take extreme position, either positive or negative. This tend to cause rating to cluster up in the middle of the scale. The tendency to evaluate very person as average regardless of difference in performance. Hollow, a gross undifferentiated rating on a specific trait or behavior which is biased since it is based on an overall or total general attitude. Is a biased rating based on general attitude. The tendency to make inappropriate generalization from one aspect of a person's job performance. This is due to being influenced by one or more outstanding characteristic, either positive or negative. Logical, the tendency to give similar rating to traits that seem to be logically related in the mind of the rater. If one views self-confidence and aggressiveness to be part of the same personality dimension, they might rate an individual similarly just on the basis rather than the behavior under observation. A logical error. Ang ibig niyang sabihin, yung waiter or yung teacher, binigyan niya ng mataas na score yung isang estudyante in one specific trait. Kasi feeling niya or alam niya, yung isang estudyante na yun, magaling na siya sa lahat. In general na siya. Kung magaling siya sa academic, feeling niya, magaling na din siya sa arts. Contrast. Some raters evaluate or describe weights in a direction opposite of themselves. Consideration that I am a very well organized individual. No one can be recognized as I am. Contrast. The tendency for a rater to evaluate a person relative to other individuals rather than on the job requirement. Proximity. Nearness is time or location on a rating form. Traits to be rated on the same page tends to correctly higher than if they were rated on different pages. Sa proximity naman, kung mataas na yung grenade ni teacher noong first performance niya, sa second performance niya naman ay mataas pa rin. Kasi, nakaset na sa isip ng teacher na maganda na ang performance niya na nung last. That's all. Thank you.